So here we have a fresh Windows Server 2012 install with a new installation of SQL Server 2012 as well. Everything works fine if I connect to that server locally, but what I run into is if I'm trying to connect to it from another machine, that I'm not able to get connected. There's two things that need to be done in order to allow those remote connections. The first one, Windows Server 2012, we're going to go back to the Start menu, choose the SQL Server Configuration Manager, and we're going to take a look at the SQL Server network configuration, and we need to turn on the TCPIP protocol. By default, only shared memory is turned on, but here we're going to turn on TCPIP. You just double click on it, you change it to enabled, and take a look. And the thing you'll see if you switch the IP address, the TCP port will default to 1433. Once we've made those changes, we'll want to hit apply. We get the message that says they won't take effect until the service is stopped and started. Hit OK. We go to SQL Server Services, Microsoft SQL Server, and we choose Restart. That then shuts down the Microsoft SQL Server service on the current server and restarts that service. Step one's complete. The SQL Server Configuration Manager, we're done with that for now, so let's close that out. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to run the Windows Firewall. Hit Windows R to bring up the run dialog. Type in wf.msc for the Windows Firewall configuration. Once we're here, we'll want to take a look at the inbound rules. We can quickly scan through and see that there's nothing here currently for Microsoft SQL Server, so we will choose to add a new rule. We're going to allow a port, and it's going to be a TCP port, and the port we're going to allow is going to be 1433. Click Next. We're going to allow this connection, and we will allow it on all networks. Just to simplify things, in a data center or environment you may want to lock this down a little bit more, but we'll just apply it to all of them. I'm going to name it SQL Server Default Instance Port 1433, so that later if I have to come back and do something to maintain it, I'll know which one it is. I'll hit Finished. That port shows up here on the inbound rules, and we'll close out the Windows Firewall. The next thing we'll do is switch over to a different server and attempt to connect to the server we just configured. And in this case, you can see once it's connected, we're able to do things on that server. So, thanks for watching. This has been a quick video on how to allow inbound connections to your SQL Server over TCP. Just remember the two steps that need to be done. One is setting up to turn on the TCP protocol for SQL Server, and the second one is allowing it through the Windows Firewall. Thanks, and have a great day.